I want to show you some wonderful things that I'm working on, and for your entertainment, education, and amusement. I made a little video or a little animated cartoon showing the torment that our minds can cause us. We have an interesting topic to discuss, and it's all about the battleground of the mind and the things that trouble us that we can't seemingly cannot control, and so that's what we're going to be talking about. There's something I had to share with someone, and I realized it could actually be good for all of us. Here it is. Since the mind is the battleground that we're in, you will never be happy while you believe the wrong things. And the yogis call it the monkey brain, when our brain is just going, oh no, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? So it's the monkey brain when our mind can't sit still long enough to see and receive the joy and the light and the truth of God's abundance and providence all around us. So whatever you focus on gets bigger and bigger, not only in your mind, but also in reality. And whatever we, and so here's what I wrote: complaining brings more troubles. But what do you do about them? What can you do? You have troubles, so what are you supposed to do about them? Well, that's the thing we're going to work on. Um, First of all, an attitude of gratitude brings more blessings. Now, we all know that, right? I mean, all of us it probably once in a while have known that and said, "Oh, yes, you know, that I can just try to be grateful for what I have, and then I won't be so miserable." But it's hard to do sometimes, isn't it? It's hard to do. So, well, just like I remember Norman Vincent Peale once in his book The Power of Positive Thinking that I read when I was a teenager. In it he talked about this guy who came to him and said, "Oh, I'm my I lost my job. I don't have any money. I've got all these problems, blah blah blah, and all these problems he was talking about." And then so Norman Vincent Peale said, "Well, let's see. Do you have anything good going on in your life at all?" The guy says, "Well, I don't know." He says, "My wife thinks I should." "Oh, you have a wife?" He says, "Well, yeah." "And my kids are." "Oh, and you've got kids?" "Well, yeah." And so then he said, "Wow, you have a wife and kids and they're standing by you? They haven't left you, abandoned you?" He says, "Well, no, but now I have all these burdens and problems to take care of them." And he said, "Well, let's start by thinking of the positive things that you have to be thankful for." So the guy wrote a list of like 10 things that, well, he still had his health. He was alive. He had his arms and his legs. His brain still worked, moderately, when he was grateful. And he had family around him who stood by him and were supportive of rooting him on and didn't want to abandon him because he was having problems. So, and that was in the old days when the man was the head of the family and usually was the breadwinner. And of course, nowadays, both the man and the woman can run around like a chicken with their head cut off, worrying about the future and making it even worse. But anyway, so that is the point that we need to examine. So Bring your problems. You're tired, you're poor, you're huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Bring all that stuff with you. This is for you. So let me know. Okay? Alrighty.